some lengths of phone calls, and it's recording a frequency polygon. And here it's helpful to know what a frequency polygon is. It's basically when you have, imagine a bar, and you join up the tops of the bars to make your polygon. So those will be the first two bars, and now you can actually work out this quite easily. How many calls lasted less than 20 minutes? Well, there were 24 which lasted between 0 and 10, and there were 9 which lasted between 10 and 20. So that makes 33 calls altogether. Actually, 1,000, remember, not just calls. 33,000. It's put the 1,000 down there already. Modal class, it's 0 is less than, what's 0 is less than the length, which is less than equal to 10, or you can put down 0 to 10. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, it's given us two blank tables, which is a bit of a giveaway that we're going to have to work out an estimate for the mean length. And we have to be careful, because normally to work out the mean, we add them all up and divide by how many there are. And so the first one is 3 were between 10 and 20. So you've got 10 to 20 and 10 to 20 and 10 to 20. Well, you can't add up those three. You don't know exactly what they are. But you could say, they could roughly, that's 15. And that's roughly 15, and that's roughly 15. And that idea reminds us we need to use the midpoints. So midpoint of 0 and 10 is 5. That's 15. Between 20 and 30 is 25. So that would be 35. Always check they don't put a crazy size one in there. That's 45. That's 55. And the number of calls is our frequency, and we normally call this the midpoint, the x, the value. 0 times 5, you can always use a calculator, but 0 times anything is 0. And you got 3 which were 15s, so that would be 45. And you can see that down here, that's what you would get if you're trying to add up those three. It's going to be roughly 3 dots 15. 3 25s are 75, 6 35s are 210, I use my calculator, 8 45s is 360, and 5 55s is 275. And to work it out, you have to work out the total, which comes to 965. Again, I use my calculator, and I now need to divide by how many calls there were, and that is the total frequency, and that will be 25 calls, because I had 3 here and 3 there, so it's 25, and that comes to 38.6 minutes. Just check it looks as though it's reasonable. 38.6 will be in that group. That's good. Right, so Harriet's calls in November and December. Which month were they longer on average? Well, that's mean. Pretty obviously in December, because the mean is higher. You've got to explain how you decide. You've got to put some words down, or else you'll lose the mark. Which course length were they more spread out? Well, that's going to be the range. It's going to be November, because the range is higher. And that's question 6 done.